Everyone, today we are going live with Daria, and she's going to be doing a demo on making one of her drinks in the ebook, in her recipe ebook. And this recipe ebook is in the vegan health bundle, which is happening right now from 1st to 10th of March 2025. Click the link in either of our bios to go check it out. It's a huge discount. You get a lot of value. You get 83 courses, ebooks, video lectures on vegan health. All recipes are oil-free. My raw vegan barbecue course is in it as well. And yeah, let me just pin the thing so that pin this so that you know what is happening right now. Yeah. Hello, Trisha. Hello, Isla. Daria is here as well. Let me see. Hello, Asamat. Yeah, so I'll just wait for Daria to request to be on the video together. And I'm gonna try and open up her ebook as well so I can show you guys. Yeah. I can't seem to yeah, there's no I'm trying to see if I can add Daria in, but it says remove from live video, block Daria, add as moderator, unfollow. Yeah, there isn't an option to add her on. Okay, here you go, view request. Let me try and look for her ebook for you guys. There you go. Hello. Hi, Daria.
Hi. How are you
Nice
doing?
to see you. A bit tired. I was making a Cappy Hester's pizza from the vegan health bundle. So yeah, that took a bit of time. I made the crust and the sauce earlier, but I was trying to make the mozzarella cheese as well. So yeah, that went quite well. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I'm watching you and I'm amazed how engaged, beautifully engaged you are and committed. It's just precious and so encouraging, to just go and get the bundle and make all of these recipes. Like you've been making the burgers as well, the orange burgers.
Oh yeah,
so
yeah.
delicious. Yeah.
Yeah, that was really nice. Oh, I made your sauerkraut. Your Polish style sauerkraut.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You made it.
Yeah, I just haven't had time to edit the video yet, but I'll put it up soon. Yeah, so I made it. So
Awesome.
I've been having it with the my salads, my big salads, and because I'm hosting the Raw Food Worldwide meetup this Sunday in Kuala Lumpur, no, in Subang. So I'm going to bring this for people who are coming for the meetup as well. Yeah, so that they can
Interesting.
try it.
Yeah. Give me some feedback.
I like it. And it's only
Yeah.
like, it's very simple ingredients. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. But I didn't ferment it that long because in Malaysia it's quite warm here where
Oh,
it's a
okay.
tropical country. Yeah. So yeah, I think like I fermented it like 2-3 days and then I
Oh,
think then
wow, really?
yeah.
Awesome.
Because it's
I think
really
it's a
warm
bit
here.
more crunchy. Yeah, when you ferment it a little less, it becomes a little more
Yeah.
crunchy. And when you ferment it a long time, it becomes soft. So I
Yeah.
think it's really a preference.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah,
Wow,
it is a bit more crunchy, but I like the crunch because when I have it in
yeah,
my salad, then there's texture and all that.
yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah.
absolutely. You've added plenty of carrot as well, I can see. So I
Just
think
one, I think just one carrot. No, you asked for three, right? I followed your recipe. Yeah.
it looks very carroty. Yeah, beautiful.
Oh,
It looks beautiful.
maybe my cabbage is not very big hit. Or cabbage. It's
Maybe the
kind of
cabbage is
medium
one.
size. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's the thing though, because with cabbages, right? It's so many different sizes and all that. But yeah, but
Exactly.
how are you today?
I'm doing great. Thank you. Yeah, it's 12 o'clock
Oh,
here, so it's kind
okay.
of Yeah, still early. So I've got lots of things to do in the garden today because we're planting things on the farm. So yeah, it's going to be a lovely and busy day out at all, which I love. So
Right.
I'm really excited to be here and just share some goodness from the farm with you today.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm good. I'm
Yeah.
happy. Happy.
Maybe for those who don't know you, maybe you can give like, just a very short introduction about yourself, what you do. Yeah. Be nice to
Okay,
hear.
sure. So I'm Daria, and I am a contributor in a vegan health bundle this year with my book, uh, Emotional
Oh,
Belly
nice.
Cure. So yeah, the book really is written based on my story. Um, Selfishly, I wrote it for myself to tidy up all the health information that I've been gathering and reading for such a long time, just to really help myself, because I've gone through like literally a lot of things in life, and I was looking for healing, and I spoke to many people and researched many specialists, and it all led me to food, to healthy food, to raw vegan food. And I've been really writing about and learning at the same time. They say that if you really want to understand the subject well, write a book about it. So I
Mm,
followed the rules. I wrote a book, and that's really helped me to tidy up the knowledge about nutrition, about food that I have. And besides the book, I've done some certifications, some tests, and I've passed some tests in nutrition as well. So yeah, it's all part of the health journey. And besides that, I live in Spain, and here I run retreats for women. So if
ah,
women want to connect with nature, or they want to try eating healthy food straight from the farm, straight from the land, this is the opportunity to come and stay with me, with us, and experience that kind of thing. So that's really briefly about me.
oh, nice. So your book is called Your Emotional Belly Cure. What's the reason for that?
I think a huge aspect of my relationship with food and my relationship with my body was emotional eating.
Mm,
And yeah, and it really comes all the way from the time when we are children, and that's what I write in the book, really, and how we are sort of taught um, to interact with food. What kind of relationship we have with food now is really a lot connected to the relationship with the food that our parents had. Like my mom had disordered relationship with food, so she was constantly either eating or not eating. So
mm,
she was constantly on the
mm,
diets and trying to lose weight, and really being disconnected from the body. So you can feed yourself nutrients, because of course if you don't feed your body the right nutrients that it needs, it starts having cravings for different things, and sometimes these cravings are not controllable. But a lot of the time, when you know and that's what happened to me, when you are disconnected from your body and disconnected really from yourself, um, you try to suppress these feelings,
mm,
and for me it was suppressing it with food. So, and
mm,
combining that with how I understood my relationship with food that I took from my mom, created like a problem for me, which was emotional eating, which is like eating in the stressful situations. Because what is really emotional eating? It's about eating when you're stressed, when you
mm,
can't cope with your emotions. You try to seek pleasure in food, to suppress to what you really feel internally. So nowadays what I do, I'm able to scan my body and feel it and know, actually, is this hunger or is this sadness? Is this hunger or is this anger?
mm,
What is it? And then when you're able to scan it and understand it and find different tools to help yourself in these moments, rather than just rushing to the kitchen and, you know, stuffing yourself with things just to suppress the anger, so your body has got something else to do, which is, you know, to digest the food. So you forget for a moment that you were hungry or you were, you know, you were sad. Then it just changes it. It changes it. It helps your body. Like if you're after losing weight, like for a long time, that was for me a huge battle. Then, you know, I know actually I'm feeling angry. Why don't I just sit down and take a few deep breaths to reconnect with myself? And then I see if I'm still hungry. And if I'm hungry, I'll go and have something. You know, that's fine. You know, food is there to be eaten, to be enjoyed. It's all perfect. But I want to eat from the place of connection with my body, not from the place of disconnection. So that's been a huge lesson for me. And I think, you know, and I take you on the journey in this book from when we are little, and how we are often, you know, when we cry. I don't know if that is in your culture, but in my culture, for example, when children cry, parents usually say to them, stop crying, because if you don't stop crying, I'm not going to give you that chocolate. So then we link the chocolate to something, to not feeling your emotions, you know, not feeling our emotions, because if I feel it, I'm going to be bad and I'm not going to get the chocolate. So I better suppress it rather than feeling it and crying. So that's how we sort of connect a lot of the time with food. It also depends on the kind of family that you come from, the upbringing that you've had. You know, we are all different. So it's really dependent on that as well.
Interesting.
I don't know, have you ever come across that, or this is something you
I know people talk about emotional eating. I remember, yeah, I would eat a lot of chocolates when I'm sad last time. Yeah, and then after that, I'll feel very sick after that. Yeah. And I don't know about the crying thing. I mean, the crying thing, I don't know. Where maybe not now, because I'm 52 now. Like when I was a kid, you know, if you don't stop crying, your parents just hit you even more. So yeah, that was yeah.
It can be cultural as well.
Yeah.
You know, every culture has a different perspective on how they bring, you know, their children, what they, you know, tell them to do when they want them to do what they want, you know, to be done. So it's all dependent, but in my culture it's really strong. I mean, I come from Poland, so it's really strong how we really, you know, kind of manipulate children a little bit, like, you know, be nice, because if you're not nice, we're not going to get you ice cream. Be nice, don't cry, because if you're crying, we're not going to give you chocolate or crisps. And the link, you know, between food and it's like a prize, you know, I'm not going to get my prize if I don't, you know, if I cry. But crying is important. Crying is good for health. You know, it's important to cry. It's as important as it is, you know, when you're happy and when you're laughing. It's releasing emotions. If your body doesn't release emotions, it's rigid, it's stiff. It's like it can't sort of relax. The energy doesn't flow. And, you know, some people suppress what they are afraid to feel with drugs, some people with alcohol, and some people with food, you know, some people with lots of different things. So food was just my thing.
Right, right, yeah. And today you said, you know, I asked you whether you could do a demo, and then you said you'll be doing one recipe from your book. So maybe you can tell us more about it and then show us how it's made.
Yeah, sure. So the recipe today that I'll be making, that's from my book. It's probably, there are about 100 recipes, but for me, this is the most precious recipe. It could be very simple. Yeah. This plant, aloe vera plant, has helped me on my health journey immensely. So I thought, if I was to share one recipe from the book, which recipe would it be? And it would be my aloe vera lemonade recipe, which is the gut goodness, I call it, lemonade recipe. So it's precious, and if you can have one plant in your house or you know in your land, please plant aloe vera. It's so simple, it's so easy to grow it, and it really, like, it's a miraculous plant. So this is I brought a plant from the land, from the farm, to show you. So
cool.
this is how they grow on my farm, which, you know, they can grow really, really big. So that's the one. But, you know, if you can't grow it to this size, put it in a pot and grow it in your house. It's simple. I've got loads of these inside the house as well as outside. And it can help you with so many things. And we always put it, like when we burn ourselves, we put it on the skin. It's amazing. As well as, you know, I put it on my skin everywhere. I put it on my head. It's a miraculous plant for the skin, for the healing of the skin, especially for people who have skin problems like, you know, acne, psoriasis and things like that. So that's a leaf of aloe vera. And I've prepared it already. So what I would like to show you is, like, when you cut it in half, it's got that gel inside.
Yeah.
And when you take the skin off, and you need to take the skin off for the lemonade, it looks really, really jelly. Yeah, it's really slippery, jelly, and, you know, sticky. So what we need for the as ingredients is very simple. We just need 3 centimeters, which I believe is about 2 inches, of aloe vera gel. Yeah. And we are going to, maybe what I will do, I will lower the camera so then you can see what I'm doing, okay?
Okay.
Can you see?
Yes.
A little better?
Okay. Yes.
Okay. So what I have, we need 3 ingredients. We need aloe vera gel. To make the lemonade, we need aloe vera gel. We need juice from 1 lemon.
Okay.
And we also need stevia leaves.
Okay.
And that's the trick, because this gel, the taste of this gel or aloe vera is very bitter. So if you are not friends with bitter taste, you are not going to enjoy it. And that's the secret. And that's the secret to enjoy it, to put stevia leaves, because they not only very sweet, but they are also, they've got this very special taste.
Right.
That neutralizes the bitterness of aloe vera.
So, yeah, I'm just wondering, because I've made drinks with aloe vera as well. I know that they do ask you to wash away when you peel it, to wash away the yellow sap that comes out, because I think it's the yellow sap that makes it bitter. Do you wash it?
So thank you for asking this question, because that's very important. The way it works, so this is how I take it off the plant. This is how it looks like. And let me just grab a knife quickly.
Okay, sure.
And the way it works, like you can see that yellow sort of substance here.
Yeah.
So you don't want that, basically, yeah? So,
yeah.
And even if you cut it here, you're still going to have the substance coming out.
Yes.
So what I do, I take a bowl or a glass, I put it vertically inside, and all that yellow substance will come out.
Okay. All right.
You leave it for about half an hour, and then as it comes out, you just wash it a little bit, and it's gone. And that's all you have to do.
Right.
So so you don't want that yellow sort of, can you see that? It's still coming out. Yeah. So you don't want that. So that's a very good point that you just made, Ian. Thank you for that. But the actual gel itself, that doesn't have that yellow substance anymore, is still bitter.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'm used to
Yeah,
bitter. I'm used to
maybe.
having bitter stuff. Because
Yeah, I
I used
think
to have to eat a lot of bitter Chinese medicine because I was suffering from eczema last time. So
right.
what?
Yeah, I mean it's I'll just put it a bit up.
Yeah.
It's please tell me if you can see it well or you would like me to adjust it a bit more.
Oh yeah, we can see it because you're going to blend it in the blender, right? Oh,
Yeah.
Watermelon and Lime has a question. She says, I wonder how the first person discovered that you can eat this jelly like inside of it. Haha.
Yeah, it's probably been very, very many hundreds of thousands years ago, I would assume. But yeah, it's very precious. It's very antiviral, antibacterial. You know, it's got unique ability to repair intestinal wall damage. So a lot of people who have problems, like I used to have problems with guts so much. You know, drinking this, it's completely changed it.
Mm.
You know, I don't have bloating anymore. It's beautiful. And the reason why I made this mixture of, you know, lemon juice and stevia leaves is because when I had my women coming for the retreat, they hated the bitterness of it. When I just
Ah,
blended it with a bit of water and gave them to drink it, they were like, no, we're not drinking it. So that was
right.
way before I wrote my book. And I'm like, no, I can't give this, you know, pure aloe vera gel for people to drink it because they're not gonna like it. How can I make it nicer? So I made
Right.
it, yeah, I made it nicer by adding lemon and stevia that neutralizes the
Yeah.
bitterness. So
So
I'm going to blend it.
you added water in, right? Is that 1 liter of water?
Yes,
Okay.
it's 4 cups,
4 cups.
1 liter of
Yes.
water.
Okay.
So we've got, I'll repeat that. We've got 4 cups of water, 1 liter of water. We've got
Mm.
one juiced lemon,
Mm-hmm.
and we've got a tablespoon of stevia leaves,
Yeah.
and about 3 centimeters or 2 inches of pure aloe vera gel. So we have to peel it, and we
Mm-hmm.
put the gel from the inside. And now we blend it. So we'll make a bit of a noise, okay?
Okay. Let's show people your book.
Right. And we've got it now. So you can use a sieve if you want to remove the remainder of stevia. But I'm just going to pour it so you see what it looks like.
Ah.
Yeah. So
Oh, okay.
it's a lemony, sweet, delicious drink. And when I gave these to my ladies, they said, yes, this we can drink, you know, because for people who are not used to bitter taste, or as you yourself have never taken any medicine that's bitter, it's really hard.
Right.
It's really unpleasant. And
Right.
this not only is delicious, but it's really healing.
Mm.
You know, I really call aloe vera like a healing gel because, you know, it's just like if I was to sort of explain what it really does, it's just unbelievable. It's just unbelievable. It's perfect for your stomach. It helps to restore hydrochloric acid levels, which improves digestion and then nutrition absorption. So we may eat a lot of healthy foods, but you know, we also want them to be absorbed by our body, because what's the point of putting it all in and then all the minerals and trace minerals are not being absorbed? So that, you know, assimilation process, absorption process is very, very important. And that little innocent drink can change a lot for you. It really can change a lot for you. It really did change a lot for me. So I'm going to have a little
Oh,
bit, okay?
yes. Please do. and tell us what it tastes like. Cheers.
It literally has no bitterness. I think the
Okay.
combination of lemon and stevia removes the bitterness, and it makes it delicious. So
Right,
this is
right.
the Get Goodness little innocent drink from my book. Simple, very simple, 3 ingredients, and the goodness that it just gives. I mean, for me personally, uh, it's just amazing, and I truly feel that if you take one recipe from the book, definitely take this one. Take all of them, but take this one if you have any problems related to digestion, to gut issues. It's precious.
Nice. Thank you so much for the demo.
Thank you.
And love to cycle. Ricky says that looks so refreshing. And Watermelon and Lime says nice summery shirt or dress. Thanks, Watermelon and Lime. It's a top. Yeah, it's not a shirt. It's not a dress, but it's a top. Yeah. And love to cycle. Ricky asks, is coconut water okay to use?
Coconut water. It's got a lot of electrolytes. I mean, you can try it. Try it. I I I actually haven't tried it with coconut water, but this could be a very good idea. You know, because it adds goodness. I use filtered water, which is reverse osmosis water. But try it and write to me, tell me, and I'm probably going to try it myself. So thank you for the idea. I love that, especially that if the question is from someone from the tropical part of the world, like where you are from Malaysia, and coconut water in its fresh state, it's in abundance. So I'd probably use coconut water to make my tea, everything, because it's so precious. So yeah, try it. Go ahead for that.
Yeah. I remember as a kid because my dad used to grow the aloe plant as well, and in the house, I mean in our garden, and he actually had this book on the wonders, and the healing properties of aloe vera. I remember reading through all of it, and then I was quite fascinated that it could heal a lot of things, but somehow because I suffered from eczema, and I used it on it didn't really help though, unfortunately, and I'm not sure why, but which is
Yeah.
why actually that was the main reason why I went raw vegan, because after after I started going raw vegan, then my eczema healed and it cleared up, and then I was like, okay, that's it.
Yeah. And I yeah, and I think there is a beautiful saying that healthy outside comes from the inside. So I think it helps me a lot putting aloe vera on my skin, for example. But without putting it inside your body, you really have to conquer it from the outside and from the inside, especially
Right,
if you
right,
want to work with the skin. Yeah,
right.
people who have psoriasis, acne, these are all liver problems. So until you detoxify the liver, support it with the right trace minerals and minerals that it can really function well from, then just putting something on top of a patch of an eczema outside the skin, it will relieve the itchiness a little bit perhaps, or help tiny bit, but it will not heal it.
I think
So
it made it more itchy actually.
it made it
Yeah,
more itchy.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
possibly. I mean, I've never suffered from eczema. It's very difficult for me to say. It's
Right.
got that tingling effect when I put it on my skin, but my skin is not, it's not broken.
Yeah.
So like when you have eczema, it's very different.
Yes.
So yeah. I mean, we all go through different experiences. Our healing journeys are so individual. So it's
True.
about finding what works for you and trying, going and trying lots of different things. I mean, raw vegan lifestyle is like putting the purest food in the body, so changing the chemistry of the body for how it's meant to be in the first place. So that's like a key. But implementing plants like herbs and like like aloe vera is just an additional thing, especially for hydrochloric acid in our stomach. It's so important because it really does help to repair it. It really does help to assimilate nutrients much better. So for me, that's just part of how I learned and how I noticed it worked for me, especially with my gut issues that I've had and assimilation problems. Because a lot of the years I've been doing this for 20 years now, over 20 years, and a lot of years I could not work out why I couldn't assimilate nutrients. It was like taking supplements, eating things, and I couldn't assimilate them. I couldn't absorb them. So it was like a constant question in my head: how can I change it? How can I fix it? So yeah, I think starting from your liver work and from your sort of stomach, from the inside is key, really.
Yeah.
And how is your eczema nowadays? Is it good?
Yeah, it's gone. So I discovered raw vegan food in 2014, so it's 10 years ago. Like, I think I've had some occasional flare-ups, like maybe in the 10 years, maybe like 3 times. But I think that's because when I eat out and there's cross-contamination, because I still eat vegan, but I think because I'm high raw, so at home I eat raw, but when I travel or when I eat out, then I do some cooked food. So I think it's when I eat out and do some cooked food, and sometimes there's like some kind of cross contamination happening, then then it comes back. But if not, it's fine. Yeah. But Watermelon and Lion has a question. So she asked, "Do you still live in Poland?"
No, I don't. I don't live in Poland. I travel to Poland very often, probably every couple of months, but at the moment.
Yeah, you're in Spain right now, right? Yeah, in Spain.
Yes.
Yeah. And love to cycle. Ricky says she's in Seattle. Yeah, that's Janet actually. Janet's from she is also in the vegan health bundle, and she writes about how to about eating, I think, whole food plant-based when you're traveling. Yeah. So I'll be speaking to her tomorrow actually. Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay, great. I think I have to wrap up because I need to go and wash my dishes and all that. But thank you so much for the demo. And Watermelon Line says Spain is nice, yeah. And if anyone is interested in getting the bundle, check out the links in either of our bios. Daria has her ebook, Your Emotional Belly Cure, and mine is the Korean barbecue raw vegan online course as well. And if anybody is watching the replay, if you have any questions, just leave it in the comments, and then Daria and I will answer it. Yeah. So thank you so much, Daria, and thank you everyone for joining us.
Thank you.
And
I appreciate you.
All right.
Thank you.
I'll see you guys another time. Bye.